Information technology, threats. The internet is fast becoming a way of life for millions of people and also a way of living because of growing dependence and reliance of the mankind on machines. Unethical practices in the field of information technology have resulted into many problematic areas we need to tackle. Today, internet has become a parallel form of life and living because with the availability of artificial intelligence and new technologies. Most people use the internet as a powerful and beneficial tool for communication and education. Some individuals exploit the power of the internet for criminal or terrorist purpose. The major threats are unemployment. While information technology may have streamlined the business process, it has also created job redundancies and outsourcing. This means that a lot of mid-level and lower level jobs have been done away with, causing more people to become unemployed. Privacy. Though information technology may have made communication quicker, easier and more convenient, it has also brought along privacy issues. From cell phone signal interceptions to email hacking, people are now worried about their private information becoming public knowledge. Lack of job security. Industry experts believe that the internet has made job security a big issue as technology keeps on changing with each day. Dominant culture. While information technology may have made the world a global village, it has also contributed to one culture dominating another. For example, it is now argued that United States influences how most young teenagers all over the world act, dress and behave. Languages too have become overshadowed, with English becoming the primary mode of communication for business and everything else. Supply chain fraud. In pharmaceutical companies, it has been observed that the supply chain fraud is the biggest threat to business. Identity theft. It is the act of pretending to be someone else by using someone else's identity as one's own. This is a type of fraud which involves stealing of money and obtaining other benefits using a false identity. Cybercrime. Cybercrime is a criminal activity which involves the use of information technology to gain an illegal or an unauthorized access to a computer system with the intent of damaging, deleting or altering computer data. The concept of cybercrime is not radically different from the concept of conventional crime. A general definition of cybercrime may be unlawful act wherein the computer is either a tool or target or both. The computer may be used as a tool in the following kinds of activity: financial crimes, sales of illegal articles, pornography, online gambling, intellectual property crime, email spoofing, forgery, cyber defamation, cyber stalking. To protect the right of internet users, cyber laws have been formulated. In India, cyber laws have been defined under the Information Technology Act. Threat to IT by malicious software. Spam. Spam is the unwanted email on the internet with many copies of the same message in an attempt to force the message on people who would not otherwise choose to receive it. Most spam is commercial advertising. Spam costs the sender very little to send. Malware. It is a general term used for viruses, worms, spyware, adware, etc. It is software that has a malicious intent. Computer viruses. Computer viruses are malicious codes or programs that cause damage to data and files on a system. Viruses can attack any part of a computer software such as boot, block, operating system, system areas, files and application programs. Worms. A worm is a self-replicating program which eats up the entire disk space or memory. A worm keeps on creating its copies until all the disk space or memory is filled. Trojan horses. Trojan horse is a program that appears harmless but actually performs malicious functions such as deleting or damaging files. Hacking. The activity of breaking into a computer system to gain an unauthorized access is known as hacking. The unauthorized revelation of passwords with intent to gain an unauthorized access to the private communication of an organization of a user is one of the widely known computer crimes. Denial of service. This type of attack eats up all the resources of a system or applications come to a halt. Example of such an attack is flooding a system with junk mail. A harmful activity of Trojan horses is the installation of background programs which gives a passage for entry of hackers that take control over the computer without your knowledge. Sweeper. It is malicious program used by hackers to delete all the data from the system. Phishing. It is a criminally fraudulent process of attempting to acquire sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, credit card information, account details, etc. In phishing, an imposter uses an authentic looking emailer website to trick recipients into giving out sensitive personal information. For example, you may receive an email from your bank asking to update your information online by clicking at a specific link. Though it may appear genuine, you may be taken to a fraudulent site where all your sensitive information is obtained and later used for cyber crimes and frauds. Password guessing. Most hackers crack or guess passwords of system accounts and gain entry into remote computer systems and cause damage. Computer vandalism. It is deliberately destroying or damaging the property of other. Any type of physical harm done to the computer like theft of a computer, some part of the computer or peripherals attached to the computer, or by physically damaging the computer.